Hello, everyone, and welcome to Back and Forth with Jaime.
Hi.
Why are we muted?
I don't know. You weren't muted.
Okay, unmute yourself because it says that you're muted.
I'm not.
Yeah, okay. Well, okay. Welcome to...
Rewind.
Welcome to Back and Forth with Jaime and Gerald. This is season 3, episode 16.
That WTF stands for it right now.
It's the WTF episode. WTF.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Woo!
WTF. And this person who is right there is Jaime, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path.
Hello?
I'm TarotStache.
He is.
Thank you very much for joining. Back and forth. Back and
with
forth.
me and him.
Yes. So, yeah, I think a sip is a good idea.
Yeah, it was a good idea. Thanks for playing along.
Mm-hmm. So,
Pogo. Look at that. Beth! She's here.
There was a rumor that Beth is going to not be available because she is currently editing a future New York Times bestseller.
Mm-hmm.
So let's... Oh, here.
Wait, fan her out. Thwarp it. Thwarp it good.
Yeah, let's... She is editing a future New York Times bestseller. Boom. And we'll add...
We'll go with this. No.
Boom.
My nearest wand.
There you go. Woohoo.
Poof.
So, yeah, WTF. Good Lord. Hey, a girl's got to be with friends. Yes.
Well, so what's funny is like not 2 minutes before we were going live, I was saying, did Beth get a hold of you? And he said yes. And I'm like, it's good to know because I would worry, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, you'd think she could take an hour out of her, just to kind of refresh her mind and play a little with her friends. And look at that. There you are.
There you are. And speaking of friends, we have Kaylee, who is cow counting lurking. Hold on that thought, Jaime. Jacqueline Anderson is here. Tamer is here. Hello, glad to have you here. Welcome to Back and Forth with Jaime and Gerald, and you're brave for joining us for the Glad to have you joining us for the WTF episode. Before I go on anymore,
yes,
I do want to say this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance.
Really.
And thank you if they can hear us. Madame Maru is here. Hello. And Marjorie, hello.
Hello.
Grandmama is here. Debbie, good to see you. Yeah. And yeah, that intro was definitely the WTF.
On your side.
WTF.
Shocking.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. So thank you for putting up the link to the merch store. Purchase responsibly, know your limits. All of our channel links and ways to contact me for private readings are listed below, as are the previous Back and Forth episodes, because you want to see them before we get syndicated.
And before we get syndicated, that's right.
Yes, that's right. Donna is here. Hello, Donna Marie. You sweaty balls. Sweaty balls. So, and
hi, Linda.
Linda is here. Hello, Rose Blue. And while you're eating your bowls of beans with ham, it's the WTF episode. So we will get there. And so it's great to see everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Hershey is here. Hershey's joining us. Hello, Hershey. Cottonwood Heart. Hello. I just did a reading for somebody this past Saturday, and it was great. I have a reading scheduled for this Friday, so this is wonderful. Kathy is here. Hello, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Spiritual Garden is here. I am glad you're here, and thank you for accepting the invitation. I was doing personal readings, and that's them. And I'm currently, as of March 2025, I'm working on a donation basis. So you donate what you think it's worth.
Hypnicity.
Kathy is here. Hello.
Hypnicity above that.
Did I miss? Oh, Hypnicity. Hello. Hello. So, all right. So, wow. Okay. So, this is.
Are you going to explain the WTF? Or are we just going to rock and roll with it and they'll figure it out?
Well, I don't know. I think I'm going to sip and make them and drag it out. So, work time fun with Jaime and Gerald. So, what do you think about that? Why is this work time fun, Jaime?
Because Jamie's working and she's taking a break.
So, everybody, just know that the energy you are giving Jaime a boost of energy to be able to make it through the rest of her day and the rest of her week.
I've told the office I am unavailable.
And this is also really, really important for those people who are work lurkers. It's work time fun. There you go. And so, yes, we love that too. Yeah, I'm working too, and this is my WTF.
Nice.
Magic
I like that
fingers
you're
of
here.
work energy. Oh, thank you, Maru. Thank you, Maru. Linda is here. Hello. Oh, wait a minute. Linda's here. Hi, Linda. And Donna, Artist and Oracles, is here. Kathy Bear. Did I say Kathy Bear? So here's is that a frog? Is that a mountain?
I don't know. It shows just a little square on my side.
It's a little hug.
Maybe. I'll take it.
I'll take a hug.
Oh.
So, trust me, if I made it through the week in one piece, it will be a success. Yes.
Right there with you, sister friend.
Yes. And it is a hug. Aw.
Yay.
I love that. It's a hug. I love it. Okay. And see, this is an evil plot because I wanted more people to have hugs, and everybody's given us hugs. Oh, and Linda is like, if it's fun, it's not work.
Fair.
So there you go. Jacqueline Anderson, resting after a disappointing morning trying to battle this migraine away would be nice if spring and winter stopped fighting for custody.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
It's supposed to snow tomorrow, so
there you go.
47 degrees outside and absolutely lovely. So the Doberman has gone on a walk.
Oh,
it's supposed to snow tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was when I yelled at Steven, that was my cue. Get out.
And oh yeah, group hugs really do work, y'all. They do. Okay, so because Jaime is doing that, I mean,
sniffing.
Yeah, what's this for? Let's do this. What's this for? What is this for? So there you go. Some of you may actually recognize this because now
regular size. He's 89 pounds. He's a big boy.
So what are you holding in your hands, Jaime?
The deck that should have arrived the other day when we had our live together Friday, but didn't and came 2 days ago. It's the dog Lenormand by our lovely Kaylee. Woo Woo Wonderment.
It's the Lenormand dogs.
Yeah, that too.
So,
and it smells like grapefruit. That's what NPC cards smell like to me.
Lenormand dogs. And this is the special deck that last Friday. Mm-hmm. We did a deck casual, and Jamie and I have the beautiful handmade version, and so this is the make playing cards. Mm-hmm. So, and Donna's like, definitely a day for and week for hugs, and Garnet is here. Hello, Garnet.
Hi, Garnet.
So we're going to show some decks, and let me make sure that everybody understands that purchase responsibly, know your limits. We're here to share, not to sell. So, Jamie, what decks do you have?
Oof. Okay, we're doing just the decks. Okay.
Yeah, let's start with the decks.
All right. So I have the
deck by Kaylee. The mini will be done in a few weeks. This weekend, I'm swamped.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Marjorie recognizes the deck.
It'll come out when it's supposed to, right?
Yes. Yep. Okay, so decks.
I finally got my copy of the Yami Oracle.
What the hell took so long for you to get it?
I think it was stuck in between a rock, a hard place, and a dark spot on a shelf at someone's house, and life was more important than shipping, which I completely understand, and I am not complaining. I am happy to have it. It is the second edition of Amina's deck that we did a deck casual with her on, and there are a couple of extra cards in there now, and she changed the card stock so it's not so sticky. Mm-hmm. I like the old card stock. She also put a nice guidebook inside.
Yes.
With pronunciations. And the whole nine. I enjoy this deck a lot. Yeah. I love everything about it.
You know, we could schedule a time to have another deck casual about this.
Oh, I would love that. This is my favorite card. This is the reading that I gave her live that had to do with this card.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very special to me. I am not obviously melanated, but it's like Amina and Gerald and I talked. It has nothing to do with that. It's connection and feeling the spirit of the deck and everything else, because this deck means an awful lot to me.
It means a lot to me too. And if we had a deck casual again, because Amina came on and she was doing a laugh and learn, we talked about Orisha, which is important in the Lukumi tradition and the Santharian tradition. And she was very knowledgeable and very generous.
Very generous with her time.
Yes. So she is in the UK. So please, if you're watching this, if you think it would be a good idea to do a deck casual on this, let us know.
A second one.
So
52 cards with a guidebook.
Yes, and now I am fidgeting because it does come in a tuck box, so it does a nice little tuck box. Yeah. Oh, I need to take this with me to Virginia this weekend. You
do? You didn't think about that?
Well, yes, I did think about it.
Okay.
Just now.
Wow.
So Kimby is here. Michelle Marie is here. Hello, Michelle Marie. And hello, Jonathan. So
yeah, those are the only two decks. I have something coming in the mail, but it hasn't shown up yet.
So human life originated in Africa. We're all melanated under the skin.
I have melanated ancestors. I already know this.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, you know.
And so, okay, so this is quite frankly, a lovely little deck. And
Mm-hmm.
so Jeffrey, my amazing spouse, hello, Hattie Nuff. There you go. Would love to see you and Jamie. We'll discuss it, but I want Amina here
Mm-hmm.
with it,
Yep.
so we could definitely do that. She's amazing and generous. If you want to see that laugh and learn, it's in there. So, Had Enough has arrived. Okay, Had Enough has arrived. We can start. So, the Seasons of the Witch
Yes.
Kickstarter has shown up. Jeffrey has been purchasing those for us, and so he picked the last two decks that we didn't have, the Llamas and the Ostara. So now we have all 8 of them,
Mm-hmm.
and very, very nice. And Jamie, I ordered a Damage Forager's Daughter for $20 in the Indie Artemis deck. Is that the mail?
Yeah.
There you go.
Huh?
I said, there you go. I don't know the Forager's Daughter.
Oh, we'll have to talk about it. Let me mute her. If I have to talk, she's not going to stop till he leaves.
Of course. They say we all used to have third strand of DNA. So this is the Seasons of the Witch Oracle. They have one for each of the Sabbats. So some of you have this deck, some of you don't. And so this one, the Llamas, is shiny. Beth says, Gerald, I love those Seasons of the Witch decks. The only one I don't have is Beltane. So, yeah, I like them because one of the things that I appreciate about them is the little book is very resourceful.
Mm-hmm.
So,
They are very resourceful. I only have one of them.
did I miss Jules? Anyhow, thanks everybody for being here. So, and here's the Ostara one, which is coming up in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And the Ostara one is a shiny too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So those are decks.
Mm-hmm.
So this is great. Okay.
Did you have more than that, or is that it?
That's it for the
deck portion. Got it.
The deck portion, yes. Ostara is March 20th. So and what's interesting is, okay, I'm going to pontificate for a second.
Pontificate.
Michelle Marie this morning on Astrological Tarot every day does an astrology an astrology show.
I listen every morning.
And so she was actually saying, was talking about the magic that one does during the eclipses in Vedic astrology. That's considered black magic or dark magic. I think I have that correct. Michelle Marie, if you would like to put in a link to your channel, you have my permission, so feel free to do that. So, so I was thinking about that, and I thought it was really interesting. I hadn't thought about that during the eclipses. So, and oh, here you go. Highly recommend to wake up with Astrological Tarot. It's a great vibe boost for the day. So, but okay. Maria said I received Yule Seasons of the Witch as a gift, and I adore it. I bought the Beltane one myself, and I love that too. And being said, not every season called to me. Yes. Yep. You've got to pick up the stitch. Oh no. Must be the Season of the Witch. Yeah.
Cute.
So, yeah. So, Jamie, I imagine you also have, wait a minute. Okay. So,
Really?
Wow. That's fantastic.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes. What are you going to share for? Wow, that's fantastic. Because again, this is the WTF episode.
So when the big online provider decided that they were to allow their ebooks to be downloaded to a USB or to a computer or whatever, which I know there's going to be a lawsuit, because if you say buy, it means buy. It doesn't mean lease or rent or just
Correct.
for a little while. However, I have discovered, because I have never read the small print of an ebook contract, it does say that it is a license only. So the rest of us can just suck it up and deal. But there will be a lawsuit, because the word buy means buy. It's just going to happen. Anyway,
And for
I
those of
decided
you
to
who
jump ship.
Okay. Ooh, Jamie jumped ship. And so you went away from the rainforest into something else.
I did. And I went to Japan.
You went to Japan. Show
I
us what
got
you have.
myself a kobo that has an emotional support fits, or suppit if you really want to run it together, of my Fitzy. And this is my new kobo, of which I have a skin coming that was supposed to be here, which I imagine is sitting on my porch now, according to my dog. But anyway, and it comes with a highlighter, and you can highlight your book with the stylus, and you can color them. You can color code it, so you can do all your annotations, because I'm an annotator.
Mm-hmm. Oh, trust me, she is an annotator.
Mm-hmm.
She
like it a lot.
Yes, that's
I
beautiful.
like it a lot.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic, Jamie.
Oh, I forgot. This came with, well, this didn't come with it, but this goes on the back, because I am a lefty, but I don't use my left hand when I read. I hold with my right, and I need it to be super easy, because I will end up with flares going up my arms if it's not easy. So this hooks onto the back of the kobo, and I just slip my hand into it, and it just rests there right by the button.
Wow, that is fantastic. I love it when stuff like that happens. I mean, seriously, I do. I think that's great. And
yeah, I can't do the phone. It's too small. I would end up flipping the pages 800 times for a paragraph.
and actually, for my tiny hands, the phone is just too big.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, here, how's this for merch placement?
That's really great merch placement. And you've got a MagSafe thingy on the back. Look, yes. The skin was delivered. It's on my porch.
Do you need to step away and do that?
Nope. The man will get it on the way back with the dog, unless somebody steals it before he does.
And so Kaylee said, "Oh, Jamie, I just had a thought. Can you mail to Arizona? I'll be there in June and have a friend who could deliver things. We're meeting at the airport." Yes, but the question is do you have an extra suitcase so that you can take stuff back?
It's a pretty big freaking box, dude. I mean, I can do 2 separate boxes if I have to, which doesn't bother me at all. But yeah, I'll totally ship to Arizona.
Yes.
They just won't let me ship anywhere else right now, outside of the United States. So
yeah. And there is Astrological Tarot's YouTube channel. Go like and subscribe. And so
good plan. Take a bag inside of a bag, will you?
Yeah. Eclipse energy amplifies the influence of Rahu, a master of illusions, deception, and karmic upheaval. In Vedic astrology, it's a time when black magic, psychic attacks, and shadow work intensify. Protect your aura, chant mantras, and stay spiritually vigilant. I just had Bobby's here. Hi, Robert. Hi, Bobby. So, oh, they both have orange phones. So,
The blue
Oh,
orange is my favorite color, one of my favorite colors. Not the yellow orange or the green orange, but the bluey orange.
okay.
Makes me happy.
Yes. And so, oh, and Beth said related to Seasons of the Witch, she likes the newer artist. Um, Michelle Marie, I have an interesting thought. Michelle Marie could probably, and Jonathan could probably join me for creativity conversations and talk about maybe, I don't know, astrology associated with creativity. I don't know if that's possible. I'll email you. So, anyhow, okay. So, wow, that's fantastic. Oh, I should probably have something for wow, that's fantastic. I don't know if I shared this last time, but I bought some silly putty recently. Did I share this?
No.
I bought some silly putty, and wow, that's fantastic. How many of you played with silly putty? I love it. It's like, oh my gosh, I used to spend hours, you know, putting it onto, yes, uh, Sunday comics. And yes, Hattie Enough can smell the silly putty from here, and it still smells the same.
Nice.
Comics, and my father was a printer, so periodically he would bring home printed pages and stuff like that.
Fun.
Silly putty, yep. Yes, you can still get it.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it as a kid. Yep. And yeah, so
I'm going to
silly
reply
putty.
to Rose Blue really quick and just say Ichini Sanji go. Here we go.
Okay. That
So
was this?
good.
Okay. Cool. So Jamie and I also have some books,
Mm-hmm.
and
Thus begins the controversial portion of the show.
well, but it's also fantastic. It's,
Yeah.
it's
Mm-hmm.
just like going. So let's just call this Welcome to the Fun, WTF.
Gotcha.
Welcome to the Fun with
Right.
Jamie and Gerald. So okay, and so we have the yes. So yep, silly putty. I mean, silly putty is great, and but so it was a great. This is when Jeffrey and I went to and Welcome to the Fun. Oh, Zane's here.
Rude.
Rude. So stick around, Zane. You'll see some cool stuff. But welcome to the fun. So Jamie,
Yes.
what fun do you have in,
Well,
in the form of books?
sure. I have many, but I only brought two up. So I'm reading them going kind of back and forth because, but because they're both pretty intense. And like I said, I'm an annotator, and I am, without getting into the political arena, because I have no desire to have a discussion about that live. Okay. But with our history being rewritten, and
Yes.
changed and erased, etc., I have gone down a rabbit hole of reading about other people's history other than white folks. Okay. So what are we not? I'm an anteater. I don't know. Am I? Anyway, I have a vast knowledge just because of my mother, and my mother was one hell of a history person. So the first book that I got is An Indigenous People History of the United States for Young People. This book
Mm-hmm.
is also available for adults. I don't recommend it because it doesn't have any of the graphs and the interesting little things inside that I find interesting. I like to see the things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I annotate. As you can see, this is just this much of the book. And those things are American history, right? What we're taught in school, the history of the indigenous people. So the differences in what we aren't taught, things I didn't know, and then miscellaneous facts. So that's what this is all so far. And that's a lot. That's a lot of annotation.
That is.
So then I
Well,
went.
and okay, so I want to say this is one of the things that I appreciate about Jamie. She shares an interest in, if I don't know about something, I'm going to go find reputable places and
Mhm,
sources of information.
mhm.
And trust me, if you are her friend, she shares those with you. And I appreciate it because I'm like, ooh, let me know what that is. And
Yeah.
um,
So we have 3 indigenous tribes here. We have the Yahuskin, the Klamath, and the Modoc. The Modoc have come up from California and have kind of integrated into the Klamath tribe. And the Yahuskin, there aren't very many left of, and they are mixed in with the Klamath.
mhm,
But we also had at one time, in a very small section of our coast, over 200 indigenous tribes in one area. Most of them do not exist any longer, or they have been, moved and never come back. But anyway, tribal lands are just 30 minutes north of here. And this is a really good book. It's a really good source. The all of the stories that have gone on with the northeastern um, tribes, nations, about the Catholic schools and the moving around of the Catholic priests that caused damage, etc., touches base here because we had one of those priests
mhm.
that was moved around and caused damage here. So it's that documentary was just released, and so it's had a pretty big impact down here and
Uh-huh.
fits right in with this.
So, what's the name of that again, so that people can see it and find it if they would like?
Sure. It's an Indigenous Peoples History of the United States for young people, not the adult version. Roxanne Dunbar Ortiz. Um,
Could you hold it up to the screen again?
yep.
Okay. And that's what's the word up at the top with the finger pointing at it? RN?
Where are you looking?
Oh, and that looks like an RN at the top instead of
Oh,
N.
and Indigenous
So,
Peoples. Yeah,
so
I know the grant writer too. That's funny. Well, it's a small world here. So,
yes. And
and their attorney, interesting fellow.
yeah, and Michelle Marie said, I would have loved to pick your mother's brain regarding the events from the 1520s on. Jamie, so
Mhm.
much of the astrology we're dealing with today is from that era.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
There's a place not far from here that we go all the time, and it's quite sacred. And it's where one of the more remarkable wars between the Modoc people and the U.S. cavalry happened.
mhm,
Yeah.
yeah. So, and what's the other book that you have?
Okay. So again, before I show the title, there's the annotation started, and I'm like that far in. It's a lot. Um, and
And
this is
I downloaded the
did
audiobook of
you?
this. I
Good
did.
for you.
And this is the supplemental information that comes with it. It's Black AF History, The
Mm-hmm,
Unwhitewashed Story of America by
mm-hmm,
Michael Harriot.
mm-hmm. And you have got to be prepared. This is not going to be, he definitely flat out calls it like it is. And
Yep.
if there is a whitewashed version, he tells you the whitewashed version in no uncertain terms. It is plain speaking. But he also uses slang, colloquialisms. So it makes it very interesting and personal to read, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's super good. It has pictures. I'm just kidding. But you know, he has three little questions at the end of every chapter. Sometimes I think they're rhetorical because it's just interesting to see the alternative. This is not science fiction, right?
Mm-mm.
It's when you, gosh, how do I put this? So when I was a kid, I knew or celebrated a lot of holidays that were not celebrated in the mass celebrated. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The holiday, Juneteenth, people think that it is something new or whatever. No, Juneteenth has been around since I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
And something that my mom has always given her office the day off from,
Mm-hmm.
right? But when you find out where and how slavery started with Portugal, Spain, and then how it came to this portion of America, I think you'll be shocked. If you're not, then you learned more in school about history than I did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you will have learned the history of reality rather than the history of that the victors want you to know.
Correct.
Bye,
Correct.
Linda.
Hi. Bye.
And so that is Black AF History, the unwhitewashed story of America, Michael Harriot. I just started listening to it, and this is the supplemental information. This is 30 pages of end notes, cliff notes, extra supplements, and I'm like going, whoa, dude.
Yeah, this was not some fly by night, easy peasy, lemon squeezy book that he put together. It's very well done and super interesting. And I won't lie, kind of sort of horrifying. Okay. There is a lot of horror here that is real. And, but I think it's important to know facts. They do have a paperback version, but it is more expensive than this version. So I just went with the hardback.
Yeah, this is I know as I'm listening to it, my mind is going to be blown. I mean, and sometimes it's really wonderful to have your mind blown.
So I am my thing is this. I thought that I am well educated, but I thought that I knew more than I actually do. And I think it's important to know I struggle with this because it's easy to offend, and number two, I don't want anybody giving crap on this live. But I think it's really important to know what the real events were versus a story we've created.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Maru and Michelle Marie. This is helpful. And again, for entertainment purposes only, you go do you.
Right.
And I agree with you, Amanda. It's important to know what we don't know. And one of the best things is when we ask the question and we actually pay attention and we listen to the answer, even though it's uncomfortable, it's really, really valuable. Yeah, no sugarcoating. Yep.
Yeah. Spiritual garden, you are correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So both histories impact my life. Okay. I'm not going to give you the cliche versions of why. Okay.
Yeah.
This impacts me because of where I live, and it's understanding the cultural differences of where I live and the outright anger. Okay. It's important to understand. And if you go by, what you're taught in school, you don't learn much. When I was a little kid, I went to a Catholic school here for a little while before we were off and jaunting the world. And his name was Charles. My best friend was Charles. He was, of course, at that time we called them Indian. Then it went to Native American, and then appropriately Indigenous. But he was my best friend, and he always got in trouble for things that were not his fault. And by just association, I was in trouble too, right? So this impacts the child in me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
So that's been an interesting learning experience. And this impacts me because I went to school with diplomats' kids, every branch of military kids, from the lowest NCO to the highest officer, the diplomats' kids, all that stuff. We wore a coat of many colors. Okay. And we never discussed race in high school over in Europe. We just didn't. But it impacts my friends from high school now, because most of them live in the main body of the United States, and many of them, guess what? They're melanated. So this impacts me in the fact that I didn't think I was as ignorant as I actually am.
Yes.
So there you go.
Yes.
Done now. Sorry.
Purple Elephant Deb H.
Hi, Deb.
Is here. You know, the enthusiasm is addicting. It's completely. I understand it. So.
Yeah, equal parts addiction, equal parts horrified.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
That's just the truth.
So, okay. So I have 2 books that I want to share.
Yeah.
And this is coming from some sort of work that I'm doing, where I'm looking at the Bible for resources for some spell work that I'm doing. And so one of the things that I purchased the interlinear NIV, Hebrew English Old Testament. Now, this is like, I love this. This is a combined 4 volumes. And this is one of those things that, because, I grew up Catholic, so I didn't read the Bible. The Bible was read to me, And what's wonderful about this is when I saw this in the store, I was at a Half Price Books, and I was like going, holy crap. It has the Hebrew and the meaning of the Hebrew underneath of it. And then it gives the actual verse as it's written.
Yeah.
I was like, when my mind was blown. I love it.
Yeah. So the interesting thing is that he has this project that he's doing, and then vicariously he's involved 2 people, one of which is myself, in which I have something coming that I'm very excited to share, but I don't have it yet. So we'll let Gerald continue. But it's been wonderful and fascinating to follow along with him.
Yeah, it's been great to be able to share that. Donna, Artist and Oracle, loves what we're both reading. So important to talk about this as tarot readers and human beings So it's like, it's so cool. And what's really interesting about it is it geeks me out, because I'm sure I've had past lives where I was a librarian, and I've done research and stuff like that. So it's so very cool.
Your shit's still buried in the desert in a scroll hole.
Probably.
So for me, watching him go through this, because I consider myself a biblical scholar and I've done a lot of the stuff. So it was very fun to, quite honestly, give my 2 cents worth on what translations and things like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have been geeking out on this whole thing with him, and it's scrumptious. I love it.
And maybe people can, maybe I'll share, maybe I won't.
Maybe you won't.
Okay. I'll have fun with the Songs of Solomon. They're spicy.
Very spicy.
They're very spicy. Very, very spicy, spicy hot. Well, and then so the other thing that I got, Jamie, of course, gave me what, 4 different versions of translations to
Because
look
we didn't
at.
know what you'd find,
Yeah,
right?
I didn't
You
know what
wanted
I
to
would
support
find.
locally. Yeah.
So this arrived, the
Yeah.
Comparative Study Bible, and this is one of those things that I'm totally geeked out about. This is because it's 4 different version. It's a parallel Bible, New International Version, New American Standard Bible, Amplified Bible, and King James Version.
Mm-hmm.
And I love this because guess what? Spread it out, and there's all of the same verse. I was geeking out about it last night.
Mm-hmm.
Geeking out
Yep.
about it last night. So, and because I already have a favorite version of and why. So
Really?
yes, I do.
I didn't know this.
I already have a favorite version or the translation that I like. I was actually reading the introduction. Oh, and by the way, this is bigger bookshelves, definitely, Amanda. This is on onion skin paper, which the first probably 10-15 pages. It's only 3,104 pages
Only. That's so
only.
tiny.
So, oh, that looks fascinating. So fascinating to have those 4 versions in one book. I love it. Yes. What are you? Yeah, $200
Kaylee.
text. Yeah, yeah. But so, and by the way, if anybody do you know? Does anybody know this? Because the first pages, the introduction and all that stuff, and tell how it works. The pages are bent. Do you know if I can iron those?
Between paper bags, yeah.
So because this annoys me.
Uh-huh. You should be able to with paper bag.
Yeah. So anyhow.
Yeah.
So this has been fun.
Hi, bud.
This has been fun. It's also been fun because I like how because I read the introductions to be able to find out, how to use this, how it was created, and all that stuff. So there's that. So boom.
And this is not Christian book talk, by the way.
Oh no. So this is WTF. And by the way, we also had some other suggestions for WTF. We teach fun.
Teach fun. Hypnicity. Right.
We trust fun. And Amanda Carroll wanted to bite it.
Silly Penny.
I totally bit it. And yes.
It tastes like it smells.
Yes. Yep. And Jacqueline Anderson said 5 ants moved into an apartment that already had 5 ants, makes them 10 ants. Womp womp. 10 ants. That's funny.
10 ants.
10 ants.
Mm-hmm.
So,
look
Christian book talk with with
divination
tools.
Sure.
The first one speaks to language nerd in me, and both of them, of course, makes me want to continue my hunt for magic in the Bible. Yes,
it's been fun.
Yeah, and Amanda, I agree with you. It's great to that people are creating these books. So, and Pamela said, "Thanks for the clarification."
All right, smartass.
My favorite kind of smartass. Pamela. Love it. So,
I enjoy her very much. Please.
Yes. Making love while camping is effing intense. What? Well, okay. Welcome to the fun.
Is it raining in Seattle? Are you stuck outside in a tent? What's happening?
There's a snort. So here. What the fruitcake?
What?
This section of the video is brought to you by the word fruitcake. Everyone say it with me. Fruitcake. Fruitcake. A foolish or eccentric person. Support your favorite fruitcake. Like, share, and subscribe. Fruitcake is often moist.
That's my favorite one. That is my favorite one. Oh, so favorite. Our lovable wizard. That's right. Fruitcake.
You know, I mean, it's all in good fun. So,
Hmm.
but did you hear the end of it? Were you ignoring that? The very end of it? I don't think Pamela heard it. So there you go. What, the fruitcake? So, and there's a lot of love for wordplay,
Mm-hmm.
and so I love it. And
Pamela says no, play it again.
don't make me play it again. You have to turn it up. Makes me want to do bibliomancy for real with Bible and Witch Sister.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Gerald, there's a really good chapter on Bible divination references in Colette Baron Reed's book Messages from Spirit. So there you go.
Yes to the fruitcakes.
Yes to the fruitcakes. Yes. What, the fruitcake? I love it. Feel free to do that. We can't have much more. We can't have too much fruitcake. I see another design idea coming out of this. Ooh, that could be fun. That could be fun. I mean, I could play it again, but it is a minute long, and I can't speed it up. So, and it's really quiet at the end. So
I do find it interesting that I have two friends, both of which are here now, that I call fruitcake, and I never realized that I actually ever even said the word until we started this WTF. What would be the phrases that would go with that?
Yeah. So Pamela will play it back again. Maybe if more people want to see it again, that I'll do it. I'll do it. So okay,
Do it.
All right, I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now. And you gotta listen to the end. You gotta listen to the end. It's really very quiet. This section of the video is brought to you by the word fruitcake. Everyone say it with me. Fruitcake. Fruitcake. A foolish or eccentric person. Support your favorite fruitcake. Like, share, and subscribe. Fruitcake is often moist.
Did you hear it that time?
I mean, I can play another video and help you do that, but Pamela, let me know if you heard it. So, and so, what the focus? Oh, Zane is like rude.
Rude.
So here's something fun.
You have another book, don't you? Oh Lord, here we go.
I bought 2 bags of yesterday's bagels, and I'm going to slice them today and put them in the freezer so that I can actually put them in the toaster and have them, because I'm loving them. So
Yeah, when I was a kid, we had a deli that we went to, a Jewish deli that we went to outside of Atlanta. And they had Bialys, and Bialys are my favorite. They had bagels too, but I like Bialys. Is it moist? It is moist. Beth? Beth.
Pamela is like, is there a reason you have your picture with a big cup in front of the ladies' undies?
I didn't even notice that.
I didn't even notice it because it was so big.
Oops.
Yeah, oops. So I have a hat that I have finished that I wanted to share, and this one, Jeffrey had challenged me. He wanted me to do something with a vertical stripe.
Yeah.
And so I just have to run in the ends, but
look, it matches my hair.
I think it's so cute.
It's adorable.
I think it's adorable, and it works this way too.
Oh, it looks like the Air Force. No, thank you. I'll pass. I don't need to have a lid on.
Sorry.
I know, Zane, right? Mm-hmm.
So there you go. So
it's very pretty.
I might actually make this again. This was fun. This was fun. And so, I think I'm almost out of all of this striped yarn. Yes, he needed a huge cup of coffee because the bras were so boring. So bagels are my go-to for lunch in high school and breakfast after marrying Jonathan. We love a good schmear. Yes.
Yeah. Yum.
Oh, it does need pom-poms. So I broil the sliced bagels and put avocado, egg whites, tomato, and steamed kale. Yummy. Thank you. So, well, yeah, I may have to knit some stuff to be able to use, but anyhow, but I have other yarn. So that's what's the focus, and the other part of the focus is I'm working on the socks that Irish Granny Helen and I are working on.
Your socks look great.
Oh, thank you. And so I've got to knit more and more and more because I'm not quite down to where I need to be able to work on the toe. So
you got the heels done though.
I do have the heel done and the heel flap, and it's lovely. I do have a Irish Granny Helen on Thursday with me, talking about having another creativity conversation.
Very nice.
So I'm very, very happy about that. Socks are tricky to make. Socks can definitely be tricky to make. Yes. Yes. And
Kaylee, that's one of my favorites too. It's not the favorite for me, but that's one of my favorites. Cinnamon raisin bagel with butter.
Yeah. And so thank you. And all right, home time. Oh, that means that we should probably finish up. Jamie, what else do you have to share with people? Because what's the focus?
Other than my good tidings, I have nothing else with me to share. It's on the porch, unless it's in the box and they missed it because the Doberman is back there sleeping on the floor, which is shocking.
Yeah, well, obviously got enough sleep. So please do me the favor, like and subscribe to the channel, because I have some really good stuff coming up the rest of the month. And it's going to be very exciting.
You always have good stuff. That's the fun thing.
Thank you. Thank you. And this has been the WTF episode. And if you want to see more stuff, if you want to join us for a back and forth and ask us the questions, please let us know. We've got some time for that.
Mhm.
And
I just want to come have fun.
We don't have fun. This is all serious.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, good to know. I'm glad you told me.
Yeah. Well, I'm your favorite fruitcake, so there. Boom. I'm your favorite eccentric person.
It makes me a fruit fly. On that note. Cheers. He's speechless now.
Yeah. This section of the video is brought to you by the word rude. Everyone say it with me. Rude.
Rude.
Implies ignorance of or indifference to good form. It may suggest intentional discourtesy. Don't be rude. Like, share, and subscribe to our channels.
Rude.
Pamela's like, oh, thank God, rude.
He said he was going to punish us, right?
Yeah. So, Maru, of course I would be interested in a Latvian sock pattern.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, and you're welcome. Love these shows. We love them too. Thank you all. And Amanda has a pair of homemade wool socks for years. They last forever. They do.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes. So
I can't get through a show without giving him some crap, can I?
Well, I guess not. The eyes on the bottom
see you
do move. But anyhow, well, thanks for joining us before we're syndicated. We appreciate you. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day.
Let's go, Pamela. I want to move to Iceland and knit sweaters for the rest of my life.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm there. All right. Bye.
See ya.